Hello again, students. This is Wayne Carnegie coming to you with another UV unwrapping example. I don't know how many of these I'm going to be doing. Hopefully, you guys are watching and doing your own. But this time around, I'm going to move on to RJ, RJ's, and open. And here is RJ's scene. Second thing I'm going to do, remember, once you open up your modeling file, I stress it all the time, you're gonna go one file, save as, and instead of calling it modeling, this is gonna be called texturing. So you're gonna call this texturing, and maybe here change the texturing, and then you save. Now we meet up on another shape here. A couple of things I want to do. RJ. So RJ, I want you to, when you're unwrapping your scene, I want you to select both your lights over here in the outliner. Press H. For now, you can select your camera also and press H. Once you start texturing, you could select each of these and press H again to hide it and unhide it. Okay? In this case, we want to hide it. First thing I want you to do, I want you to select everything. You see all this stuff over here, I need you to clean it up. You go to modify freeze transformation, then I want you to go edit delete by type history. Next thing I want you to do, I want you to go to UV editor. Okay. Put that to the side. Okay. Put that to the side over there, like so, and have this like so. Now, next move I want you to go, UV, planar, option box, hit edit reset, make sure camera projector is on, keep image ratio, apply, and close. Now, after you do that, I want you to select the background, go inside the UV editor, right click and hold it, go to UV shelf, select everything, go on unfold and unfold. You can press go on arrange and layout and hit orange shell layout. Press R on the keyboard and scale that in just a bit. Right click here, go object mode. This is done UV unwrap. If you could check by turn on the trigger pattern, that's when you know it's good. If yours is not blue like mine, you can go up here and make sure it's blue by clicking this thing here. After you're done, you go to edit, delete by type, history. So the background is done. Let's see. We're gonna move on to the bowl, for example. So I'm gonna select the bowl, press F to frame, turn on the checker pattern. The bowl is an interesting shape, but it's also easy to do. You can isolate it by clicking this button here, isolate button, and then we're gonna go to, this is a very nicely modeled bowl, by the way, very nicely done. Go to UV, 3D cut and sew tool, and I want you to click the bottom here. I also want you to click the inside here. Then I want you to click anywhere here, like so, and then I want to click the inside here. So you see that I click, you see this thick white line, as I said, guys, when you double click it, it could create this thick white line. If it's not thick white line, it means it's not cut. So you see where I put my cut on here. One here, one there, one there, one in the corner, one on the bottom. Now that's done. You press Q on the keyboard, go to UV, bring up the UV editor, press X to frame it, right click and hold, UV, select everything, scroll up to unfold, click on unfold, and hit layout. Now a lot of people would be very worried about this. I mean, you could leave it like so, but a couple of things I want to teach you. Now that we have these shells, we could go to UV, cylindrical map. As soon as you create a cylindrical map, you see what's happening. You can turn on the checker pattern to see what's going on. You could click on this red gizmo here, left click, and drag it and close it like so. Then the next thing you could do, you could go over here and just click this top one and scale it down, scale it down, scale it down until it looks squared. This, you know, is good UV. It's a good practice. I'm gonna move this down, W key, move it down. I'm gonna move on to the other part. I'm gonna go to UV, cylindrical mapping. Then I'm gonna close this up like so. Just click on the res gizmo, left mouse button, click and hold it, and lock it like so. And then I'm gonna go back over here in the UV editor, and I'm simply just gonna click on this green icon at the top and scale it down so till it match this. Now you're wondering, how can you change the red color so it looks blue? Well, you're gonna go underneath transform, scroll down middle mouse until you see flip, and you hit flip, and that's it. As soon as you're done, there you go. Your bowl is unwrapped. If you could look at it, it's beautifully done, unwrapped and everything. Next thing I want you to do, I want you to go to edit. Naturally, no. Scroll down, and I want you to do layout like so. I want you to right click, go to UV shell, select the shell, press R on the keyboard, scale it in, just like so. Press W, you can move it up. Right click and go to edit, delete by type, history. Okay, cool. Very good. Next thing I want you to do, I want you to unisolate this piece, and we're going to move on to the chopstick. So clicking on the chopstick here, because we only need one, so we're going to click this one and press F to frame. Turn off the checker pattern. Then we're going to get to UV, 3D Cutout Tool, click this end. You notice we've been doing a lot of repetitive stuff, including the ones I did last couple of days. Click here, and click anywhere here. Press Q on your keyboard, press R, UV shell, select everything, and unfold it, and click a layout. Press E, rotate it, and do a layout. Press R, select that, press R, scale it in, press W, and I want you to select everything, and I think, is it red? Click this, it turns blue. So that's the chopstick is done. Now that's done, I want you to right click, go to object mode. I want you to unisolate it. I want you to select the one that's good. Shift select the one that's not unwrapped. Go to mesh, transfer attribute, option box. They're the same, so that's why we're doing the transfer attribute. If they weren't the same, good luck. You go edit, reset, make sure topology is checked on, hit apply, and there you go, all done. Now, once that's done, you need to go to edit, delete by type, history. All right, now for the rubber ducky. Rubber ducky is a little unusual shape, but it's also very simple to do. I think I could just go to UV. I'm going to go to 3D Cutout Tool. I'm going to click the line in the middle, cut him in half. And I'm going to press Q on the keyboard, press F to frame. Right click, go to UV cell, select every shell, and unfold it, lay them out, turn on the red stuff, orange shell, lay it out, and there we go, rubber ducky. Press R to get everything, scale it in a little bit. Right click, go to object mode, gonna go to edit, delete by type, history. Rubber ducky is done. Now we have to move on to the eyes. So the eyes are like this. Simple. They're all combined. I don't know why, but they're combined. So 3D Cutout Tool, cut it down the middle like so, cut that down the middle. Press the Q key on the keyboard. Right click, go to object mode, grab this, press F to frame it, unfold it, orient shell, layout, blue stuff, turn on everything. Now for this little thing here, you could select everything here, and I want you to just select everything and just like go to, normally you make everything have one shader, but for this case you only have 3 assets here, so we're just gonna go here, edit, delete by type, history. Then I'm gonna go to layout, click layout. Actually, I don't like this. Actually, oh, I'm trying to think. No, I don't like that. So everything here, I'm gonna select the duck key and I'm gonna lay them out. So this is for the duck. Press R, select everything, right click, go to shell, select everything. Oops, select everything, scale that in, move them up so the duck is done. Then you have the chopstick, they have their own thing. Then you have the plate. So you have 3 items here: duck, chopstick, and the duck. So everything here, if I should turn on my checker pattern, everything here is unwrapped. Just select everything, everything is unwrapped, everything is within the 0 to 1 space. And I want you to go edit, delete by type, history. All right. After that, I want you to go to save receipt, and that's it. Or RJ. That's it for RJ. Save your scene, RJ. All right. I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna open. So I did RJ. Let's see. I did RJ. Reed. Roman. Ty. I did Mia. I did Evan. Brett. Braden. I did Braden. Did I do Braden? Yeah, I did. Uh, Ty. Roman again. Reed. Marlon and Simon. I think that's it, guys. Oh, okay. One more person. Iqbal. So, gonna open that up. So here is Iqbal. Geometry. I think I've seen this before. I think his has like a little bit of problem. I remember this having a problem here. So select this. I'm gonna hide the lights. I'm gonna hide the camera for now. Press H to hide it. Press H to hide. Turn off the grid. So something is up. Let's see. Okay, something is up with his. I think I remember what's going on with this. So for this, you could just select everything. Okay, first of all, you have to save as. And save this as, instead of modeling, call it texture. Remember to name your things so you're not confused with version you're on. No confusion. Everything has to be clear. So bring up the UV editor. I'm gonna go UV, planar, option box. Make sure camera project is on. Keep height ratio, apply. Select the background, right click, go to UV shell, select the shell, unfold, orient shell, layout. Press R, scale it in a little bit, right click, and the background is done. Now, oh yeah, I remember I fixed his. I think I know what's going on with his. He set a bunch of keys on his assets. Like, I remember he was setting keys like crazy on his assets. So, I don't know why. Let's open back this. Don't save. And let's grab everything. And I'm going to go to File, Export it. This is how I fix his. I export it as a FBX. Let's see. Ick. Texturing. Okay, FBX. I exported as FBX. You could change it here. We want a FBX. And then I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to export it. Then I'm going to go File, New. Don't save. I'm going to go File, Open. And I'm going to paste this. Date modify. Alright, where is it? Where did I save it? Oh, I know where I save it. I save it somewhere. 3D preview. Did I go into scene? Okay, yeah, this is where I save it. So bring that in here. So now if I was to select everything and go to UV planar option box, and if I was to do apply, it fixed it. Now I need to resave this. So I'm gonna go File, Save As. Alright, gonna save as, and I'm gonna go into student work. Iqbal, I'm gonna override that. Yes. I think he had his work had some more problems. So the background, simple. Right click, go to shell. So the background, unfold it, orient the shell, layout. Press R, scale him in, done, background done. This guy here, you go UV, automatic map, right click, go to edge, select an edge, shift right click and hold, move and so, select another edge here, shift right click and hold, move and so, shift right click and hold, move and so, shift right click and hold it, move and so, shift right click and hold, move and so, and right click, select that, layout, select that, press R, scale in, press W, right click, go to other mode. And this is done. It's somewhat done. I don't really like these parts here. Don't really like them. But hey, looks done to me. Gonna go edit, delete by type, history. So he had like a lot of, go edit, delete by type, history. He had a lot of issues with these. I'm going to a couple of things. Gonna do a couple of things. So I remember how I fix this. This guy, gonna isolate it. Press F frame. I'm gonna go to the UV 3D Custom tool, cut that. I'm gonna click top here. I'm gonna click somewhere in the middle here. I'm gonna click the very bottom here. Then I'm gonna cut one down the side here and one down here, like so. Undo, click this one. Now follow this one here. You can follow this one. There you go. All right, so we cut that. I'm gonna press Q on your keyboard, right click, go to UV shell, select everything, unfold it, lay them out, and then turn on the blue stuff. Then I went back in, select the shell. Then I went to UV, cylindrical mapping, and same thing, close that up, squish it down until it looks like square. I think that's it. You can push W, move that up. You can move on to the other one, same thing. You could go to cylindrical mapping, close that, squish it down until it looks squared. The checker pattern, I mean, looks squared. Transform, flip it, everything is blue. That is done. Good. Edit. To right click, go to use shell, select everything, and layout. press R to scale everything in. Right click and yeah, gonna go File, Edit, Delete by Type, History. I'm gonna go save my scene. All right, so I remember one of these guys here. I'm gonna click this. I don't know what he did, but we're gonna fix this up. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go UV 3D Custom Tool. We're gonna click one inside here. We're gonna click one inside there. We're gonna click one on the bottom. Then we're gonna click one up the side here. And we're gonna click one inside here, and that's it. Press Q on your keyboard. Right click, go to UV shell, select everything, and do unfold. Oh, this works. Oh, wow. You can do a layout. And remember, turn on the blue stuff, press R, scale them down. Remember, we could select this, for example, this one, the shell for it. Go to UV, cylindrical mapping, close that up, see that? Close it. Scale this down until it looks squared. I think that's it. Okay, move that aside. Select this guy here, cylindrical mapping, close that one up, flip it, scroll up, flip it, and there we go. You can select all of everything now. Hit layout, press R on the keyboard, scale them down so it fits within the 0 to 1 space. Right click, go there, select here, edit, delete by type, history. Okay, so we have 3 down, so we're down to the last one. So this is the one. I'm gonna isolate it, press F to frame. I'm going to get the knife tool, so UV 3D Cut Tool tool. Gonna cut the bottom, gonna cut the top, gonna cut inside, gonna cut here, gonna cut outside here. I'm gonna keep cutting until we see the line. You see this? So we're gonna cut this one until we see. I don't know why these lines are not connecting, but we have to keep clicking until we get them all. See that? Keep clicking until it gets thick and white. So that's good. Press R, Q on the keyboard, right click, go to UV shell, unfold them. Oh, he said something about manifold. So this is what's happening with the manifold thing. So how did we fix it? Well, I went right click, go to UV shell, tap lightly here and select one of the shell, move it over, select the other one, move it over, and then I run like a UV cylindrical map on it, close it, and this one was good. I could turn on the blue stuff, move this out of the way. Then we move on to the other guy here, cylindrical map, and flip, and move that out of the way. Actually, no, move that out of the way, like so. Now we could select everything. This one is not gonna let us lay it out. It's gonna say manifold. So because it's give that many, I'm gonna save my scene because I don't want to do all that again. So you manually have to take it, both of them, and you manually have to press R and select everything, the shell, and scale it down, and manually have to put it in here like so. Okay, so that's how we fix his. Okay, I'm not gonna show that again on Monday. Monday we're moving on to texturing, guys. I'm gonna go select everything now in the scene. Go to edit, delete by type, history. One thing we could do with these, we could put them all on one quadrant, I'm thinking. So for example, this is the one for here, so I'm gonna move this over a little bit. I'm gonna select this and I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna select last but not least, this guy here, and I'm gonna move this up. There's no reason we should have 3 different shaders for these. We could select these like so, and just simply select, right click, go UV shell, select that, press R, and I think they can't fit. I think we could make them like so. One here. This is for Iqbal. So Iqbal, you have three V's, so just select them and put them like so. So you see one here, and then you manually select here and put it. Make sure they're in the zero, not over the black line. Nothing goes over the thick black line. I have to fit within the space. So we're gonna do a texturing technique to. It's called UDIM. We'll talk about it in class, but yours, because you have three different shapes here, we're trying to make it one shader. That's why we put it there. Okay, cool. All right, great. The other things can be their own shaders. So another thing I wanted to do, select everything, go to modify, freeze the transformation. Then you go edit, delete by type, history. Okay. All right, so pretty much done. Then after you've done that, you could go back. Oh, I remember I told you you have to bring in your lights, or you could recreate your lights and camera in here in a new one. All right, Iqbal, I think that's it. Everything looking good. Everything is on unwrap. Gonna go file, save. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm doing another one, the last one, Alejandra. Alejandra. I'm doing Alejandra's home. So I'm gonna select the lights here, and I'm just gonna select in the outliner and press H to hide them. And we need to select everything here. Go to modify freeze transformation. Then the next thing we need to do, we need to go file, save as, and we're gonna save this as not mod in assignment, but texturing. Okay, save that. All right, cool. What we're gonna do, we're gonna select everything again. And we're gonna go UV editor. Then we're gonna go UV, planar project option box. Make sure camera project is on. Hit apply. Close that. Then we go in, right click, select the background, right click, UV shell, select the shell, scroll down, unfold it, orient it, lay it out. Press R on the keyboard, scale it in a little bit. That's the background. Background is done. We're gonna move on to the cup. So the cup is here. We're gonna press F to frame. We're gonna isolate it. So the cup, we're gonna hide the UV edit for now. Cup is weird. Yeah, there's a lot going on here that wasn't connected. This is gonna be a pain. That's gonna be a pain for sure. Gonna go UV, 3D cut so tool. We're gonna click here, and that's good. We're gonna click here, I guess, here, and here to cut it off. Then we're gonna cut a line in here. We're gonna cut here, just like that. We're gonna cut the bottom like that. Then we're gonna cut our line about here, and here, and here. Press Q on your keyboard. Bring up your UV, right click, go to UV shell. Press F to frame, right click, go to there. Select everything, unfold it, bring it up, lay them out, orient the shell, layout again. Press R to scale it down. And there you go. The cup is done just like that. Okay. Gonna go edit, delete by type, history. Cup is done. You could unisolate it. This thing here. Um, hmm. You could go like this. It could go UV, 3D custom so tool, click the top part, click the bottom. I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna click the bottom somewhere here, and I'm gonna click a line at the back, like so. Press Q on your keyboard, right click, go to UV shell, select the UV shell, and unfold it, lay it out, orient it. Press R to scale them in. Okay, that piece there is done. Okay, so we're gonna move on to these pieces. So I'm gonna select them, and I'm gonna isolate them like so. I don't know what's going on here, but we'll work with it. I'm gonna go to UV, 3D custom so tool, click here, and then we're gonna cut one at the top, like that, and then we're gonna click this guy here. I think we're gonna go like that. I think this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. And then we have these flat pieces, so we're out of the woods. Right click, press Q on the keyboard, right click, go to object mode, select everything here. Then I want you to go to UV editor, press F to frame it, right click, go to shell, right click and hold, go to shell, select everything, and unfold. Let's see, is it gonna do it? Oh my god, it didn't do it correctly. How about this? I'm gonna save my scene because I'm not gonna do that again. This piece didn't unfold. I think I need to, what you need to do is probably right click here, and what you need to do is right click, go to faces, select this face, delete it, you don't need it. So right click now, select that, and unfold. Now it unfolds. I think, yeah. All right, I don't know what are these things here, don't know what are they, but we'll work with them. We don't know what they are, but we'll work with them. We're gonna select all pieces here, including that. We're gonna right click, shift select, and unfold. We're gonna do a layout. Press R to scale them in, and there we go. That piece there is done. Okay, that is done. Okay, those pieces are done. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna choose this character here. This character here is a really nice character. Press S to save here. All right. All right, so this character, pretty simple. Different body parts. I'm gonna isolate, and then I'm simply gonna use the cut and sew tool. I'm just gonna click once, press Q on the keyboard, right click, go to shell, select the shell, unfold it, layout, orient the shell, press R, scale them in, turn on the blue stuff. That piece is done. And I'm thinking if this could be the same geometry, it would be great. So let's try. It is the same, so that's great. So I'm going to shift select those, same, that is the same, that is the same. Okay, the head is probably the same. So I'm just shift selecting, and if apply transfer UV. Okay. You could go edit, click by type history, put this on a layer for now. I'm going to call it character. And these parts. Let's tackle this one. Click here. One cut. Two cut. Q on the keyboard, right click, go to shell. Select the shell, unfold, orient, layout. Press R, W, This piece is done. Press R, scale it in. This piece is done. So right click, add it to the character layer. Then we're gonna move on to these guys. So we got here 3D Substance Code tool. It's not gonna let me cut. Maybe cut down here like so. And get the Q key on your keyboard. Right click, go to shell, select the shell, unfold it, layout. This is what we got. Oh, apparently the bottom. I'm gonna undo that part. So apparently the bottom have something here. So I'm gonna go UV, 3D cut tool, cut the bottom. Then I can press Q on the keyboard, right click, go to shell, here, unfold, layout. I don't know why. Layout. I don't know why it's in many pieces, by the way. I don't know why. Let's see if they can be stitched together. So right click. They can't be stitched together. So I'm gonna stitch here. No, they can't be stitched together. For some reason, this thing here is in broken pieces. Don't know why. See that? You see the thick white line? Now shift select here. Transfer attribute. Go to mesh. Transfer attribute option box. Hit apply. It's even different than this. So I thought it was the same, but it's not the same. So you're gonna have to go here, cut the bottom, and then cut a line up here. Press Q on your keyboard, right click, go to your shell, select that. Unfold, layout. It's the same thing. It's supposed to be the same thing. Layout. Okay. Yeah. So it's just kind of weird. So those two pieces are done. We're gonna get this. Remember I told you, right click, go to face, select the face, delete that. Then we can right click, select it, and unfold it, press R, scale them up, turn on the blue stuff, and we get this piece is done. So we have this piece now. Get a 3D cut and sew tool, cut that edge, and cut one line here, and that's it. Press Q on your keyboard, right click, you shall unfold, layout, blue stuff, orient the shell, press R on the keyboard, scale them down, right click, go to UV shell, go to object mode, I should say. I don't know what there's if there's another piece underneath there. There's another piece. Please delete that. Please delete that. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay. So we're down to the legs. UV, 3D cut and sew tool. Click here. Click here. Click at the back. Press Q on, click at the back again. Q on your keyboard. Right click, go to your shell, select it, unfold. See, it's in many pieces. I don't know why it's in many pieces. Layout. See that? I don't know why it's that. I don't know why that. I'm gonna just select this one. Transfer attribute. It's not the same. Like, you know, so the model looks good, but I guess the way it was modeled, it's not helping us out. Maybe, and this is just for the legs, by the way. So Q on your keyboard. Oh, it said manifold. See that? It's saying manifold, right? We can fix this. This leg that is bad, delete it. This leg that is good, just press Control D, duplicate it, go modify, center pivot, and move it over, like so. You can turn on the rest of the character's body, and yeah, okay, cool. For this character now, select everything. Go to edit, delete by type history. We're gonna select everything that belongs to this character here. So that, that, and that, and that, and that. Shift select and shift select the other part. So this is everything that belongs to this character. Right click, go to shelf, select everything, and do a layout. Oh, it's saying something about this. You see that? So we can't just do like, it's weird. It's weird. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna have to manually to fix this. Manually, you're gonna have to like select this, right click, go to shelf, W key, move this over here, select this body part, select everything, move it over there, and then for the leg, you have to select the same thing. So both legs, select that, move that down here. His body, move it. You could select all the whole of the sphere. Right click, select them, move them out of the way. Okay. Now this piece, right click, select, move them out of the way like so. Now you could select the guy, move him, select everything like so. Select the head there. So the model looks good, but like some part of the model is giving error. Right click, go to shell, select here. Right click, go to shell, select the shell, move it out of the way. Like here. Make sure you select everything here. This, press R. Because scale is, I don't know why they didn't work, because I swear I unwrap them. This piece here, let's select this, move this over here. Okay, make sure you grab these like so, move them down here. And then we could go in, select that, press R, scale them down, R, scale them down, put it there, select that, press R, move them down, scale them down, press R, scale it down, move it in place. Select these guys, press R, scale them down. Okay. Select both these, put them on top of each other, select both, press R, scale them down, fit them in here. Nothing should be going over the border. Okay, so make sure everything is tightly snuggled in there. This guy, scale him down, put him somewhere in here. Last but not least, this, press E on the keyboard, rotate it like so, and move it and put it over here. So you see how that looks? Oh, what about these guys? I don't know what's going on here, but take that, put that there, put that guy here. Let's see. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna hold on Shift. I'm holding on Shift, and I'm gonna set this edge. Shift right click and hold. Cut. Right click. Go to UV shell. Then I'm gonna unfold it. So I have this unfold now, and then I'm gonna squeeze this. I'm gonna squeeze this and put this. Move these guys down here a little bit. Then I could squeeze this and put it in here. And there we go. Everything is within the shape. Everything looking good for the character. Okay. I could delete this layer now for now. But one thing I want you to do, I want you to probably put all of these on their own layer. So that means background on its own layer, the head here on its own layer, and the support and so forth. Okay. So that's it, Alejandra. I think that's it for this session of example. All right. Happy UV unwrapping, guys. Thank you.